The most dangerous people are the quiet ones. There is a common mistake people make when judging danger. They think the most dangerous person in the room is the loud one, the one who shouts, the one who threatens, the one who loses control. But in reality, the loud ones are rarely the most dangerous, because loud people show you everything: their anger, their frustration, their intentions. Nothing is hidden. You know when they are upset. You know when they are about to explode, and because of that, you can prepare. But the truly dangerous people, they are different. They are quiet, very quiet. They sit in the room and say very little. They listen more than they speak. They observe. And most people mistake this silence for weakness. That is the first mistake. Silence does not mean harmless. Sometimes silence means calculation. While everyone else is busy talking, they are studying. They are learning how people think. They are watching how people react. They notice things others miss. Small details, a hesitation in someone's voice, a nervous glance, a lie hidden inside a smile. And slowly, they build a map of everyone in the room. Who is insecure? Who is arrogant? Who is desperate for approval? Who can be manipulated? Most people reveal themselves without realizing it, because people love to talk. They talk about their dreams, their fears, their problems, their enemies. They share information constantly. But the quiet observer? They share nothing. They collect information, but they give none. And information is power. Think about it. If someone knows everything about you, but you know nothing about them, who holds the advantage? Exactly. The silent one. This is why many of the most strategic minds in history were not the loudest voices. They were patient observers. They understood something most people never learn. Power is not about noise. Power is about control. Control of your emotions. Control of your reactions. Control of what others know about you. And the quiet ones understand this instinctively. When they are angry, they don't explode. They store it. When they are insulted, they don't argue. They remember. When they are betrayed, they do not create drama. They create distance. And distance is where strategy begins, because revenge, when it is loud and emotional, is usually sloppy. But revenge that grows in silence becomes precise, strategic, calculated. The quiet person has time to think, time to wait, time to choose the perfect moment, and that moment rarely comes with warning. This is another reason people underestimate silent individuals. They mistake calmness for passivity. But calmness can hide something else entirely: patience. And patience is dangerous, because patience allows someone to wait until the situation is perfect, until people are unprepared, until the opportunity is undeniable. Then they move, not loudly, not emotionally, but effectively. And by the time people realize what happened, the game is already over. But there is something even more interesting about silent people. Not all of them are dangerous. Some are simply thoughtful, some are shy, some prefer listening over speaking. But the truly dangerous quiet people share a few specific traits. First, they are extremely observant. They notice patterns in behavior. They remember what others forget. Second, they rarely reveal their true thoughts. You may talk to them for years and still not know what they really believe. Third, they control their emotional reactions. This is one of the most powerful psychological advantages a person can have, because the moment someone loses emotional control, they reveal weakness. But someone who stays calm, they remain unpredictable, and unpredictability makes people nervous. This is why quiet individuals often make others uncomfortable, not because they do anything wrong, but because they are difficult to read. Humans like predictability. We like to understand the people around us. But when someone reveals very little, our minds start filling the gaps with assumptions. Some people assume the quiet person is shy. Others assume they are arrogant. Some assume they are hiding something. And sometimes, that last assumption is correct, because silence can also be a form of power. When you speak less, people listen more carefully to what you say. When you reveal less, people become curious. When you react less, people become unsure of how to deal with you, and uncertainty shifts the balance of power. In social situations, the person who reveals the least often controls the most. This is a principle used by negotiators, strategists, and even intelligence agents. They understand that information is currency, and silence protects that currency. But there is one final reason quiet people can be dangerous. They are underestimated, and being underestimated is one of the greatest advantages a person can have. Because when people underestimate you, they lower their guard. They stop paying attention. They stop being careful. And that is when the quiet observer sees everything. Every mistake, every weakness, every opportunity. So the next time you enter a room, do not focus only on the loudest voice. Do not assume the most confident speaker is the most powerful person there. Instead, look for the quiet one, the one who watches more than they talk, the one who seems calm while everyone else is reacting, the one who reveals very little about themselves, because sometimes the most dangerous person in the room is the one who never raised their voice at all.